Good morning, ma'am. I am Jessamine C. Villarazo. This is my activity number 1. Objectives. The purpose of this lab is for you to explore standard laboratory equipment and to start interacting with other students in class. Second, laboratory equipment is generally used to either perform an experiment or take an measurements and gather data. Larger or more sophisticated equipment is generally called a scientific instrument. Working safely with hazardous chemical requires proper use of laboratory equipment, maintenance, and regular inspection of laboratory equipment are essential parts of this activity. The first is graduated cylinder. A graduated cylinder is used routinely for measuring volume and is considered more accurate than a beaker because of the permanently marked incremental graduations incorporated in the clear cylinder. Second, volumetric flask. A volumetric flask, measuring flask or graduated flask, is a piece of laboratory apparatus, a type of laboratory flask calibrated to contain a precise volume at a certain temperature. Volumetric flasks are used for precise dilutions and preparation for standard solutions. Third is Erlenmeyer flasks are used to contain liquids and for mixing, heating, cooling, incubation, filtration, storage, and other liquid handling processes. Their slanted sides and narrow necks allow the contents to be mixed by swirling without the risk of spills, which is useful for titration and for boiling liquids. Next is boiling flasks. Boiling flasks are used for heating and boiling of liquids. Next is volumetric pipette. A volumetric pipette, valve pipette, or Billy pipette allows extremely accurate measurement of the volume of a solution. Volumetric pipettes are commonly used in analytical chemistry to make laboratory solutions from a base stock as well as to prepare solution for titration. Is Moore pipette. A Moore pipette is also known as a graduated pipette. It's a type of pipette used to measure the volume of the liquid dispensed, although not as accurately as a volumetric pipette. This uses a series of marked lines to indicate the different volumes. Next is serological pipette. The serological pipette is an early ubiquitous laboratory instrument used for transferring milliliter volume of liquid. Serological pipettes typically have graduations along their sides for measuring the amount of liquid being aspirated of dispense. Next is Eppendorf micropipette. Eppendorf pipettes are common laboratory tool used to measure and transport liquid. Is glasshead value barrette. Barrette, also spelled barrette, laboratory apparatus used in a quantitative chemical analysis to measure the volume of a liquid or a gas. It consists of a graduated glass tube with a stopcock, turning plug or spigot at the one end. Lastly is Teflon value barrette. Barrette volumetric barrette is a volumetric measuring laboratory glassware which is used in analytical chemistry for accurate dispensing of variable and for measuring the volume of a liquid, especially if one the reagents in titration. That's all, and thank you.